Hello, hello. Sound test. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Come on in, come on in. Testes 1, 2. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Cece. Samantha. Hi, Jennifer. Caffeine Q. Hi, Scout. Zoe. Hi, Renee. Angelina, hi. Long time no see. Let me know if I'm like really loud. Perfect. All right, guys. Tonight is going to be a lengthy one, perhaps, because we have a lot of receipts. And you're going to see all of them. So brace yourself. Mama Bear. Mama Bear will be joining me tonight on panel. So she's going to be co-hosting tonight. I'm very excited about that. She's been around for a long time with me, so we've been through a lot together. She's been my sister, she's been me, she's been all kinds of people. But tonight, tonight she's going to be up here with me because a lot of the stuff that we're going to be talking about will be directed at Mama Bear, actually. So who better than to have her to tell us her side of the story, because I've had an encounter, if you want to call it that, with Tru Tam, who we will be talking about tonight. I've had an encounter with her about a year ago, and it's still up on our page, so I'll also link it if you want to look at it. Because much like you'll see tonight, Miss Tru Tam was also a year ago doing similar behaviors. It's a pattern for her where she will be a guest. Well, she'll impose herself as a guest on someone else's platform, citing scientific proof and evidence for completely outrageous claims, which we'll get to tonight as well. And then when she monopolizes a platform, then she will go ahead and start basically attacking people, making false, slanderous accusations, comments, etc., etc. And, without giving the other person the opportunity to speak for themselves. So one trait that you'll notice is that she likes to silence others. And keep that in mind as we go along, because the reason why I decided to dedicate the whole live to looking at some of the stuff that we have gathered, the purpose of it is to demonstrate just what type of individuals we're dealing with on social media, and just how dangerous, at the end of the day, how dangerous some people can be with some of their rhetorics and some of their theories and some of the things that they say and their behaviors. And there's also a lot that's going on behind the scenes as well that I think a lot of your regular viewers don't get to see. So it's easy to go around and spread rumors when you know that someone doesn't have an opportunity to speak up for themselves. So part of the reason for tonight is for Mama Bear to finally get a chance to defend herself after over a year now, as you'll see, of basically bullying and harassment. So that's one. And the second point is that Tru Tam recently went on several channels that, they have a good following, and Tammy is proud of that, as you'll hear yourself. And on those platforms, she presented herself as the friend of Cindy Watts. And she spoke on behalf of the Watts. She spoke on behalf of Chris. She spoke on behalf of Cindy on very important and very intimate and private matters, as a matter of fact, that I'm sure Cindy wouldn't be thrilled about having that out in public. And then continues to follow it up with her outrageous claims. So we'll look at all of that. We'll break it down. And the point is not to target one individual. So I would really, really appreciate it if you could be kind and respectful in chat. This is not about targeting one individual. This is an example of some of the behaviors and some of the individuals that people come across, and just basically another day on Watts Island. And we know that Watts Island has many trolls in all kinds of shapes, forms, sizes. So I just thought that it's time to address this nonsense, because it's becoming dangerous, to be quite honest. So I don't know where Mama Bear is. Maybe she ghosted me, but I'm just waiting for her. Hi, everyone. Come on in. No, yes, I'll be interjecting. Well, basically, we'll go through the claims that, didn't I send the link? What the hell? Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I thought I sent it a long time ago. I'm so sorry. Jeez. Yeah, well, I need to relax. Over the last couple of days, like we had to dig and get everything together, get all of the receipts together. So in the last 48 hours, I've had to listen to a lot of Tru Tam. So we'll just process this as a group together. So. Okay. Oh, there she is. Oh, what the hi.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm nervous.
Oh, it's
Well, I think I'm anxious too, though.
Oh, I lost you. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out this stuff with the headphones and all this crap. Hold on. Okay. Let's see.
Okay. Is that better?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. Yay. All right. Okay. Hi, Mama Bear.
Hi. Thanks
Well,
for letting me use your platform and doing a lot of the work to put it out there for me
no, look,
and for us.
it's not, yeah, this is, I mean, there are a lot of lessons to be learned here. So I don't think you need much introduction from my end. I know that you're quite the name in the YouTubes, as Jen would say. So
Yeah.
so that, I mean, you've been a target a lot. But with Tru Tam and you have a really interesting history. So let's get into that. So the way that I thought that we would do this is I wanted to be as unbiased as possible from my end, whereas Mama Bear can say whatever she needs to say to defend herself. I just ask that we be respectful, and we're going to start with a live that happened the other night where Tru Tam was on Save Robbie's channel, basically doing the same thing, attacking Mama Bear and blah, blah, blah. We'll watch the clip, but I just wanted to introduce it. And I wanted to say that this is nothing against Save Robbie. We're just going to watch the clip of where the chat started going crazy after Tru Tam blocked Allie / Mama Bear for what exactly?
Stating facts.
Yeah, we'll get into that too. So maybe I should get into that. Well, no, hold on. I'll get that ready as the video plays. So let me just pull up the video of Tammy on Save Robbie's live. So it's about 16 minutes. So we'll start watching and I'll keep pulling other receipts. Hi, Rob.
While I'm waiting for hold on. Hello?
Hello. So this is Robbie's mod, correct?
Yes, one of them. Yes.
One of them. Okay. And then Tru Tam, I believe, was also a mod, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So something happened in chat, and now Robbie's mod is coming in, and we needed an intervention at this point.
Hi. What's going on?
So I'm just going to address some things real quick. There are some people that are taking facts and trying to make them into, like, Mama Bear was timed out for posting a fact. And then I told her that, I apologized, told her I didn't know what was going on. I went back and looked, noticed she was timed out for posting a fact. And then she said, it's okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to just leave. I told her, no, don't leave. We love you here. And she was timed out again for posting that she was going to leave. So Tru Tam is the one that is timing her out for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a personal reason or what, but she is taking shit way too seriously. And I am tired of having to play mother to these grown ass adults because they can't just not do what you're supposed to do on your channel. If it was her channel, fine, do whatever you want to do, but I'm looking out for the best interest of your channel. So if they want to come at me, my email is in the link or is in the chat a few different times. By no means am I going to ignore any emails that come to me over this. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to be like overly rude or anything on your channel, but these people are going above and beyond to make people unsub from your channel.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. You're not mothering me. If anything, look at what you're doing. You're acting like. Yeah, guys. Can we just get along?
I know, and that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
guess.
trying. I'm trying so hard to make it so everyone gets along. I keep posting the "Let's be respectful of everyone," and then boom, someone gets timed out again for like literally the most asinine comment. Like,
Okay.
"Hey, I'm just gonna leave. I'm over the drama. I'm done." Boom, timed out again. It's like, come on now, just fucking, just put on your big girl panties.
Thank you, Tipsy Girl. Is it okay if Tam comes up here to explain? She was trying to call my phone
Absolutely.
saying,
I,
okay,
I
hang
have no
on.
problems. I've always said if I can't say something to someone's face, I have no business saying it at all.
Let me see. I'm trying to pull up my stream. I was trying to pull up my stream. Or Tam, hold on one second. Thank you, Tipsy Girl. I appreciate that. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. Where is my...
You're fine, Mama Bear. Don't even worry about it. I got you. I always have Robbie's channel, the best interest for his channel at heart. I will never do anything to mess with Robbie's channel because believe me when I say there has been so many things posted in this channel that I do not agree with in the chat, but they go with what they're discussing. So you just leave them be. You just move on. You don't time someone out because they have their feelers all up, wherever. I don't know. Their panties are in a bunch or something. But I'm done with having to play mommy to a bunch of adults.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see what was
Totally
going on.
fine.
I was
No,
reading
totally
the
fine.
cards and then I saw people kept saying this is getting awkward. I was like, wait, my card reading is what? Oh, I'll stop. And then I was like, wait a minute. I was reading. I was like, what the hell is going on in here? Okay, I think it'll be easy to work out.
Elisa's
Tam is
just being a
backstage,
bitch
so hold
again.
on. Hopefully we could work it out easily. Hey,
We got.
Tam.
Let's hope so.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
What's going on?
Okay, so before she begins, as she starts talking, one thing to listen for is locus of control, like whose fault it is of whatever is happening, her version of what is happening in her filter.
All I'm going to say is I'm not fighting with anybody. I'm not yelling and screaming. I didn't bring drama to Robbie's channel. I didn't come up on this yelling and screaming about it. You missed
No,
the very
because I
first
asked people
couple
to be
messages.
respectful in the chat, and you
missed
refused to do that.
the first couple messages of her slamming me. She is my online abuser. Fact. She has been stalking, harassing, slandering, and causing shit for me for a year. So when she shows up in a live and she's throwing a personal dig.
Yeah, I should unmute myself. This is the comment that Mama Bear made in Robbie's chat and followed it up with especially the ones where people are using screwdrivers to pry the front lock off. Now, Mama Bear, what does this mean?
That is into reference of Tru Tam believing that intertwined with the murders, someone was trying to break into that house.
Okay. So
I'm not sure if she means before, during, or after the murders, but
well, we've got
way.
screenshots, but that's the community post reference that we're going to get into. So that's the comment that Mama Bear made, and Tammy identified herself in that comment and then decided to time you out, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so let's see.
About the door, and I know it was directed at me because she said, and what about the delusionals or something like that?
Which I don't know. Do you see delusionals in here?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Trying to convince everybody that someone was trying to take the front door padlock off with a screwdriver. The fact of the matter is, That door was not always like that. And Shanann and Chris with their OCD never would have left it like that. It is
Okay,
pried
wait a
away
second.
an inch off
Wait
the
just
door,
one
and I have
second.
pictures.
I'm-
I have
Mama Bear,
pictures.
just leave it be for now. Okay, Mama Bear, just leave
Yep.
it be for a second. Let her
Like
finish
I
what
said,
she's
so
saying.
this is it. That's all I'm saying. All I was doing was deleting the shit that she was directing to me. She has jumped on Mia's channel and phoned in and screamed and screamed and screamed. She caused, at the very beginning, caused the issue with Dr. B. I have no idea why. All I did with Dr. B was give her evidence I found, and she made a video on it. Was I upset about that? No. But this person in chat has done this to me for a year. It all started on Tanya Hagen's channel, the writer. And because I blocked her, and my reason for blocking her from my group at the time was that I was told by Jamie Watts that she was doing the same thing to Jamie prior to her doing it to me. That's all I knew. She was
Okay,
on a
but
list
there were things that you were timing out that had nothing to do with you.
because she was
She said just to
continuing
leave
the
it alone,
argument.
and she was
She
going to leave.
continuing
And
it
then you
and
timed
caused
her out
this,
again.
Lisa.
That had nothing to do with you. She just said she was going to leave. That was it. There was nothing else mentioned, and you timed her out again. So
Yes,
this is
because I
personal
asked
for
her
you.
3 times to let
Ignore
it go,
her.
as did you. But here you are sticking up for her.
I'm sticking
How
up
is
for
that
anyone that's
fair?
screwing up and messing with Robbie's channel. And right now, that
But
could
I
very
didn't
well
do
be
that.
because I'm having to play mommy to adults that don't know how to
No,
just
you
let
don't.
it go.
I'm almost 50 years old. I didn't do
Congratulations
this.
to that, but
I
you're
was
still having
ending
to
it.
have a mom.
I was ending it by deleting her continuing. You
She
have
said she
now
was
brought trauma
leaving.
to
I told her
Robbie
to
by
please stay.
doing this.
That was it.
Well,
Hey,
you're the one
hold
that's
on.
causing drama on his channel, not me.
Hold on. Mama Bear, I see you backstage. Can you just turn your camera on real fast just so I could see and then turn it back off? I just want to make sure there's not going to be a porn bomb
Big
or
ol'
penis
penis.
bomb. Yeah.
Well, I'm just leaving because I'm not dealing with her anymore. I'm done with her. You can take my rent away. Robbie,
No.
I
I'm not
love
going to do
you,
that.
And I would never do anything to hurt you or your channel.
No, I
So,
understand. No, I'm not
Please
going to.
take the wrench away, and I'm gone. But I am not going to stand here in public and have my abuser that you all say, oh, you know, we support and we don't put up with bullying and that. But here you are, a co-moderator.
Wow. Hold on. I didn't even really listen to this whole thing. Did she just turn around and start blaming Robbie?
Yeah, I don't even know. I was
Oh my God. I'm
nuts.
shooketh.
Defending somebody that I've totally publicly said
Whoa.
many times is my abuser, but nobody cares.
Ooh, Mama Bear, you're
So
an
please
abuser.
take the wrench away, Robbie. I love you. We're still friends. I will watch. I will never comment again. And
Well, I
that's
want
how much
everyone to
I care
feel.
about you and your channel.
This is what we call a TamTrum, and I want to give credit to Real Justice for coining that word. I'll try to
That's
stop
definitely not.
interrupting.
I want everyone to feel, maybe work it out and feel welcome. Oh,
And
hang on.
just
I
FYI,
can't
even if
stay
it
on.
were MJ, I would have said the same thing to MJ.
Go ahead. I only have about 10 more minutes, guys. But what's going on, Mama Bear?
Oh, I just wanted to come on and apologize for this drama that continues and continues. I will admit that, yeah, I have told Tammy that she's been wrong before. And if that makes me abuser, then I guess that makes me abuser. What she was saying about Jamie Watts is ridiculous. She wanted Jamie to join her group on Facebook. I was in there. Of course, Jamie Watts thinks that I'm a stalker and a harasser because I dig into true crime. That's what I do. Like, it's whatever. So I took it up with Jamie. Jamie and I resolved everything. We don't even have any bad feelings between each other. We actually have a lot of respect for each other. So when she blocked me from her group, she wouldn't answer anybody. She blocked me. She wouldn't answer me. So of course that made Dr. B take a step back and say, okay, who is this random lady that all of a sudden wants to do lives with me and is blocking not only me, but she blocked another member of Dr. B's team with no explanation and wouldn't say anything, and said, no, she needs to go. Exactly, pretty much what she's doing right now is saying that I need to be removed. I did mention, I didn't say it to Tammy, when the 35C came up, they said Cindy needs to heal. And I truly believe that Cindy needs to heal. I don't think that she needs all these people coming at her with all these conspiracy theories. Like, that's wrong, in my opinion. And it's not in Tammy's group, it's on Tammy's community page that she said that somebody had been trying to pick the lock of the Watts house because the paint is chipped on the door. She said it's never been like that. Chris and Shanann would never leave it like that. Someone was trying to break in that house. And I know for a fact that she's saying that stuff to Cindy. And that's why I get upset by it, because that door was chipped before. You can go back and look into all of Shanann's photos.
All of her lives, everything.
The chip was there. And so for me to come in and say, look, the chip was already there, that's wrong. That's not me abusing and harassing her. That's correcting her. And I'm sorry if she takes it that way.
Are you sure, Mama Bear? Do you have your science correct?
I will go back and rewatch this entire live and read every single comment, because the comments are coming fast. I will 100% admit that I'm having a hard time keeping up with them. I'm trying to keep up with them, but I have a million other things going on this week as well. With that being said.
Okay. Is it okay to stop here? Or was there more later?
I don't think so.
Okay. So what were some of the claims? Where do you want to start, basically? Should probably start from the beginning, huh?
Yeah. Which part of the beginning? How far back do you want to go?
Well, what were some of the claims that she has made? Well, first of all,
I guess it started off with me being a stalker and harasser and an abuser to Jamie Watts.
That's right. Okay, so let's go there. So, back in the day, when we had just started out, right?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I'll just do the whole thing. Yes, the whole thing. All right, where's my share screen? All right. So this is Tammy texting me, and this is February 14th, Valentine's Day, 2020. She's saying, hello, I'm messaging you with the hopes that we can join forces. I run a group of 110 members. My group of 1,600 members, or 1,600, was stolen by my co-admin. I have an idea about forcing the case to be reopened, and I think you are brilliant. I hope to hear from you, and I pray all is well. Happy Valentine's Day. So I like people who are researchers and who like to look into cases, but there are a few red flags already in this very first message. Number one, it's military talk, like joining forces. I have a group of 1,600 strong. You know, it's that cultish kind of talk. And then, like, in the second sentence ever, I've never talked to her, never seen her, met her in my life. She's already telling me about how someone has stolen a group from her, you know, and it's like like, I'm just like,
it's already
oh
drama.
And I was just like, oh, crying out loud. Like, okay. So that was the very first time. Then on the 16th, she messages me again, and says she's going to try to explain. I believe NK hit the big garage door opener by accident when looking for the light when she was throwing out the quote-unquote setup garbage. Both Chris and Shanann had alerts that the door opened, yet when NA was there, both times it was closed. She entered through the back basement window. After Chris left, it was her plan that was foiled by NA, not Chris's. I was like, this is so frustrating. We need the rest of those dang files. Because I wasn't really sure at this point what exactly all of that meant. So, and then I guess the garage door. So then she goes on to say, but this explains why the garage door opened. Someone put garbage in the bin. And I said, yes, that's a great point. And she's like, because I'm like, yes, Tammy, the garage door would have to be opened for the garbage to be put in the garbage bin because the garbage will not levitate through the walls. So that is a good point. The light and the door opener are on the same panel. And I was like, great. Now I have to go back and watch the body cam again. So I said, thank you. So she's like, I've done this myself, and also explains why Chris was so adamant about the alert. So again, I'm like, okay, what day was it when the officer was on the phone with Sandy and he opened the garbage? I remember seeing a doll in there, and he said he knows he closed it. And she's not even like, she's in the middle of her thing. NA said it was closed both times the Monday. Okay. The body cam, it's early on. Both Chris and Shanann got the alert on their phones that the big garage door opened. I was like, excellent. No reason for dolls to be there. Exactly. I believe she put those things in there to make Chris look guilty. She hated Shanann. I believe wholeheartedly that this was a revenge kill. And I said, how was Shanann's alert going off if her phone was off? Do the alerts go through even if it's off? She says, yes. They found the alert ones. They turned her phone back on. Phone back on. And the basement door sensor alarmed after Chris left. There were even DOS attacks on the router. I said, yes. Yeah, Chris said it was left open, what his alert said. So I was like, I'll go over it again. The DOS attacks are what I'm trying to figure out. If I can track the ports and the servers, I think we can have more information about what exactly was going on. So she goes on to say, that's why the detective wanted the officer to go over and get recordings of what was going on at 12:42 for that big garage door to open. I'm still not following at all what she's saying. But
I'm lost already.
yeah.
You lost me at revenge kill.
Yeah, so I didn't respond to that. And then the next day, here she comes again. Oh, yeah, so we had asked for mods in our group because the group was getting bigger, and this was around the time that we were talking about the phone pings and all of that stuff. So a lot of people were joining, and it was becoming too much for me to handle. So we were asking for mods. And she missed the call for help. So she said, I'm sad I missed out on helping your group. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you. So I was like, oh, thank you. We're still testing the waters. I put my sister in charge of that. If you're still interested, I can let you know. Girl.
Sorry.
So she said, awesome. I really do enjoy your groups, which I only have one. So Well, at that time, anyways. And not to be weird, LOL, but you have a very soothing voice. You should read audiobooks. See, I can put her to sleep reading her own texts to me. We'll get to the evidence, guys, with the basement doors once we get to that, because we'll get there. There's a lot. So I said, thank you. All right, so that was February 17th. Now we are going to March 13th. So I hadn't heard from her for almost a month. So here she comes. Hey, sweetie, I have gathered a lot of evidence that I'd love to share with you. Perhaps I can be a guest on your YouTube channel. And I was like, hi, what kind of evidence? You know, reflecting back on our prior conversation, I was like, let me just make sure. And I was like, you can be a guest, of course. So she said, maybe we can FaceTime before, so you know I'm not crazy. Crazy face. That's red flag number 2. So I was like, oh boy.
I'm not crazy.
There we go. So then she said, I have a few things I'm putting together from the evidence that I received from Weld County. Right, like that was a bait, you know, totally. And I didn't take it because I know that she didn't get any evidence, any different evidence than what all of us have, despite us having statements from her saying that she has the unredacted discovery. So I was like, sure. And so she said, fantastic. When would work for you? So I said, what are your thoughts? I'm pretty open on the weekends. She said, how about tomorrow? I said, okay, sounds good. All right. So here I agreed to talk to her. But in the meantime, while this was going on, she was asking me to go on her live. We were in our mod chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had asked about Tammy because I didn't
Did you?
know.
Well,
Right?
it actually started with Tracy saying that Tammy would like to speak with you. I think.
Okay.
I'd have
See,
to go
I don't
back.
remember all of that, but yes. So I was asked to speak with her.
Said Tammy who, really? Like,
Mhm.
who is Tammy?
Yeah, I said, who is Tammy? See, now, where are all my receipts when I need them? I shouldn't have flicked them all. So yes, it started there, and it then, yeah, I need to get to the part where she blocked you. That's where I need to go, because that's where it all started. So we had agreed to work together, no, not work together, but like she wanted to share some theories with me. And I agreed, and we talked on the phone, and she talks really fast like she did on Robbie's live, and like you'll hear shortly. So I wasn't really following her, so I couldn't even like take the notes fast enough. So I needed a lot of time to digest what she was saying, but a lot of what she was already saying was sounding odd. For example, she was hyper focused on the garbage bag, or what is it, the Starbucks cup, even though it was already like debunked. The cup was, you know, the cup was the Thayer's, right? So
Yep.
so yeah. So then during that time, our mod, see, this is like going down memory lane, you know, like I hate it. So at some point she then, wait, sorry, I'm like looking for the freaking screenshots that I saved earlier. do you mind taking over
Yeah.
from this point on? Thank you. While I gather all my
That's fine.
shit.
So a little bit of the backstory, with us all, being mods for you and everything else. I think because obviously we have a friendship with AD, and everyone knows he has some of the most vicious online trolls that I have ever encountered before. Like, I truly understand the statement when people say lock down your accounts, because these people will not stop at taking pictures of your children. It's bad. So we actually ended up having a mole in our mod chat, which cherry picked and screen grabbed and took screenshots and stuff like that, like personal photos even that some of us mods were sharing of our children and just our personal lives. And that really kind of made us take a step back. And I remember the day that you posted the link, because one of the trolls made a video with all of our conversations, and you put it in the group chat and you said, we have a mole. Well, one of our mods at the time, Tracy, she bounced. She left the group chat. She didn't even stick around to say nothing. You said, we got a mole, and she was out of there. And then we were like, what the, like, that was weird. So then I forget how, I'm assuming that the two of you guys talked, and anyway, she came back, and whatever the excuse was that she gave for leaving, which was fine, but it still kind of always stayed in the back of my head, like, why did she leave? So with all of the trolling, I believe we did what Jen Lou likes to call trauma bonding. and so the trolls were getting pretty harsh, and we were trying not to respond, and I think we were doing pretty good. And then one day a video drops, full out doxing you, private photos, your email, your LinkedIn, phone number, birthday, everything, right down to your family tree, including your nephew. So that was rough. And like, why are these people doing this? And then, so we were kind of weary at that point, because it went to a next step. And then it was shortly right after this that these Tammy would like to work with you. And I believe it's in the screenshots where you tell Tracy, I'm still a little hesitant to let people in and work and stuff. But she said, oh, no, she's great. She does lives on her thing. And I think at that point is when we all said, like, okay, well, none of us had any idea who Tru Tam was. So we said, okay, well, we'll join your group and we'll see what it's about.
Right. So then, let me open the next set of screenshots. I need to orient myself. Like, I need multiple screens because this is ridiculous. All right. So next, she continued messaging me about just random stuff. And then, can you see me scrolling on there? No, you can't. I have to open them all. Whoa. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, there's too much. All right, I have to share this other one now. I'm not looking at chat, so guys, please be nice, please. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Wait. So she continued messaging me, and then March 24th, she's asking if we can chat. And I said, sure, is everything okay? She says, yes, I just want to get a plan for a live with you. I mean, she was really insistent on this live. So,
And I remember in one live, I don't know if I got a screen grab of it, but she says, I didn't ask her to do a live. She came to me.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, good. Well, this is everything. She said, I want to get a plan. I said, yeah, sounds good. So she said, I'm confused when it comes to YouTube. Do you have a time preference? And I was at work at the time, and I said, I'll be done shortly. And I think that's when we had that long conversation. And I said, that's when she told me all of her stuff, like with the Starbucks cup or whatever. And she said, me too. And she said she was live at that time in her group. So I went in. So everything was fine. She's asked me, have we decided on a time? And the next thing I know, Allie was blocked. Allie was asking why. No one was giving her answers. So then I asked Tammy, I said, so tensions are running high with my mods, and I had a conversation with them to get their input. They're of the opinion that I'm not standing up for them, and with all the uncertainty that is in the air, they wouldn't feel comfortable if we went live together. I've told you already that I despise drama, but it always seems to follow me around. I'm thinking that we postpone our live until we can figure things out. I realize we are working with people and not everyone is going to get along and like one another, which is fine, as long as we can keep our eyes on the goal of getting to the bottom of this case. My concern is that teamwork requires communication, and there seems to have been a break in communication between all of us. As I've told you, I understand that Mel and Jamie are apprehensive about Allie, but she has done nothing to make me question her loyalty. Wait, now I lost it. Loyalties, and I didn't find it appropriate to remove her. Now that you're on the same boat as so Mel and Jamie had decided to join our group on Facebook during this time, and they were concerned about Allie at this point. So this is all pre. And I told Tammy this already, and I said, Jamie and Allie worked it out. You don't need to play the savior. They worked it out. They're grown. So I said, now that you're on the same boat as I was a month or two ago, I understand your decision to remove her, but she's still a part of my team, so I think we should all have a conversation about how to move forward. I can set up a Discord server, or maybe we can have a call in and talk about it. What are your thoughts? It can be with you. And then I named the people who were affected by this because I felt like I was like playing messenger, like, you know, like, why the hell am I doing this? Like,
And it wasn't just me that was blocked.
no, yeah, she blocked
We had another mod that was.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and I'm sitting here at work and my phone is blowing up and nobody knows what the hell's going on. And I'm like, listen, Tammy.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So then she responds to my message saying, wow, I'm kind of taken aback. I'm not even sure what to say, to be honest. But first and foremost, Tracy has nothing to do with this. The only thing she asked me was if I had deleted Allie. I said, yes, why? She's like the apostle, like, of course. Like, ask Michelle.
You're going to have to ask Michelle.
Ask Michelle. Oh, hold on, let me get my ice cream. Ask Michelle, where are we? Yes, she said, well, all I know is that she was asking about it in your mod chat. That's it. What? I said the other day when we spoke that my decisions in my group have nothing to do with you and your group. And I specifically said that I reached out to you because I didn't want this to affect our relationship. So she reached out to me, but she didn't reach out to Allie, or she didn't reach out to the people whom she blocked, basically. So that didn't make sense to me. So then I said the other day when we spoke that my decision, oh, I already read that, God. Yet Allie has managed to cause friction in your group. You admitted yourself that you saw the screenshot from Jamie. This girl is relentless. Why is it so extremely important that she's in my group? Enough so that she's managed to, where are we? That she's managed to postpone our live. Girl, our live? I honestly feel like I'm dealing with NK. And at this point, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I literally just said, like, okay, let's keep going. I'm willing to have a call, but I must let you know that I will be interrogating her with regards to all of this bullshit she caused. I'm sincerely at a loss. I knew this was going to happen. We already know for a fact she's a stalker. And now she's controlling 2 groups she doesn't run. Doesn't that say something? But again, Tracy had no part in anything and shouldn't be treated as such. There was absolutely no screenshots from your group. The screenshots discussed were the ones from Jamie, and all Tracy asked me was if I deleted her. I'm pretty upset by all of this and the fact that we're dealing with high school drama instead of working together to get the case reopened. Okay, I said, I hear you loud and clear. And just for clarity, Allie is not the one stirring trouble in the groups. I believe that she asked in our mod chat whether she was blocked from your group and wondered why. I just want to make sure that you don't assume that she's purposely trying to turn people on one another. She asked a question, and that started a conversation. She asked Tracy for help, and Tracy never responded. Okay, like this is getting into like all the nits and grits, and you can pause it later if you want to read everything, but it's just a lot of gaslighting. So then it gets into the Jamie Watt situation. Basically, like she kept bringing up the ones of her that some screenshots of Allie abusing Jamie. I was like, what? Like, I have no idea what screenshots are those. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Maybe I misunderstood you. And she was like, Allie, just whatever. Like, I only I only said that I was asked by Mel that she didn't feel comfortable with Allie, and I told her like I removed her as a mod, but would not remove her from the group because she hasn't done anything, and that was that. Like for them to work their stuff out, and once they did, Allie was back being a mod or whatever, and they were. Because literally, like, I felt like I was in kindergarten, like having to mediate between all these people. And Allie, like, what the hell?
And I didn't care. I was like, if it makes Jamie feel better, just take my freaking, like, I don't care. Like, I'm still gonna watch the group and make sure that.
But here's what happened with this whole stalking thing. So true crime, as true crime is, after the murders, the grandmother that Chris had visited while he was in North Carolina with the girls had passed away. And Allie found the obituary and shared it for sleuthing reasons. And you can have an opinion on whether or not that's crossing boundaries, but I'm pretty sure our eyes have seen worse things done and looked at in the name of figuring out what the F is going on in this case. Okay, so get over it. Like, she looked at a freaking public website. Like,
Yeah,
get over it.
Well, because someone else said it in a group. They were like, "Oh, I think she passed," and I said, "Oh, like that's terrible." And I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure it's in a chat just between the two of us. And I'm saying to you, like, "Oh no, like his grandma passed," and then there was also kind of the questions of, like this is the first or one of the first public losses to his family since he was incarcerated. It just kind of made you wonder, like, I wonder how he feels. His grandmother, who was the only one to go to his wedding, and they went, and it was weird because he made sure that the girls, he visited her for one last time. She was important to him. And I literally, I meant nothing by it. It was this poor woman passed away, and I shared it. I don't know. Was it in bad taste? Yeah,
No.
probably. Am I gonna share an obituary again? Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, how offensive that you shared an obituary, and there's people like being assholes.
And I get it. I get it from
ways.
Jamie's point. I understand Jamie's point of view. Like, I'm sharing her family member's obituary. Like, I wouldn't like that either. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then at this point, I was pissed off, right? And this is, now mind you, this is a freaking year ago. Like, this is how far back Tru Tam had me digging because she can't keep her mouth shut a year later. So at this point, I was suspicious of everybody and their dogs. So I told her, I said, look, well, in my opinion, Mel and Jamie are the ones who are asking others to block and ban Allie. Allie is questioning why. I think I would do the same, even though Allie and Jamie already had that conversation about the stalking issue and they squashed their beef. I'm not sure, but as I've told you yesterday, I never just go by what others say. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And then she's like, if so, she's controlling us both. What? I was like, what? I said, no, I never said that. I just proposed that we all have a conversation about this and lay it to rest. Like, she's like, yes, I agree, unless I see otherwise. So eventually I was like, look, all I'm seeing here is Mel and Jamie causing drama about Allie. Like,
Yeah, and I went to
overreacting.
both of them. And I
She
said,
sure did.
and I was like, what's going on? Like, is
Hi,
there a
Molly.
reason why you are saying that I'm stalking and all this stuff that Tammy has been saying that I've been doing to Jamie? And they both said no. They're like, no, we never said that you were stalking. And I'm sure they've downplayed it a little bit. I'll give them that. But yeah, I don't like it. For Jamie and I, she was like, look, you shared my grandmother's obituary. You, for the longest time, yes, her Facebook account was unknown, and I found it and I took a screenshot of it because at the time, I thought it was odd that she got a new sunflower tattoo, and then AD came along, took a screenshot of it, and made a whole freaking live about it. And
It
at
made
this
his
point,
day.
oh, it was a whole live about. So at that point, like I didn't know he was gonna do that, and yeah, so you could tell it was me. He did crop my name out, but at that time, my YouTube avatar and my Facebook profile was the same and had always been the same, never changed throughout the whole case. So it was pretty recognizable that she was under the radar until I put her profile out. And then there was another thing. So I shared the obituary. Yeah, I went on her mother-in-law's family's pages. I got deep. Like I was the second
Rabbit
cousin
hole.
twice
Look,
removed,
if
whatever. And I found a couple pictures, and I was like, "Oh, that's Jamie. Save." Yeah,
Yeah.
I've learned. Like this was my first case that I've ever really captured my attention. So I probably wouldn't.
I think all of us, like the amount of information available in this case, like I feel like many boundaries have crossed. And I think that the point is for us to be able to reflect on this and to be able to like learn from it and grow from it and realize that like, oh yeah, maybe that was a little bit too much, and to know, okay, well, I'm not gonna look up Letitia's mother-in-law or whatever, like, I don't know. It's just, it wasn't personal.
No, it wasn't personal. And without the bigger picture of fully understanding what she had gone through, and at that time, there was a lot of rumors going around that NK was friends with Jamie. They knew each other,
right.
Stuff like that. And I've always been interested in NK, and I've gone down some rabbit holes there. I think we all have, trying to get pictures of her, finding out. I think all of us in some way want to find out, like, where is she? What is she doing? Or whatever. But that doesn't mean that we would ever want her exposed or put in danger or anything like that. It's just that curious mind of, yeah. So I was digging, and those really were the only three things that came up when I was talking with Jamie. She's like, well, the biggest thing was you shared my grandmother's obituary, and I told her flat out, I said, I did not mean any disrespect with that. I can look back now and see that, poor taste. But yeah, I didn't mean anything for it. I wasn't, like, may she rest in peace. That's it. Yeah, so we worked through that. Like, we were pretty open with each other. She said, look, why did you do this? And I said, well, I did it because of this. Like, this is what I'm
and you are open
looking into.
I mean, you just,
I'm
just
blunt.
feel it like it
I
is.
can't help it. I can't help
You're
it.
very direct. I don't think that's even a question. But now I want to. So that's kind of the backstory.
And Mel did have some concerns because, of course, Jamie has a little bit of concerns, and as her friend, she wants to protect her friend. And she said, like, look, if Jamie fears you, she has a reason to, because you keep digging into her, like, in-laws family and everything else. Like, that would feel like, your privacy, and you're going to want to protect your family and everything else. Like, I get that, but we got over it pretty quickly. I was like, look, I'm sorry. I'm probably still going to dig in, but I won't post it. Okay. I won't share it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
And I just want to say too, like, for people in chat, if people don't want to listen to this, that's fine. You don't have to listen to this. But for me personally, and I think for our channel, it's really important for us to get this out here, because I think it's important that this be exposed. And I do see Molly Golightly is in chat, so I'm a little bit starstruck. But I, appreciated that Molly Golightly allowed Tammy to go on her panel, but Tammy, being Tammy, cannot keep herself regulated long enough without starting drama. So she brought drama everywhere she went. And for years, we have been accused of all kinds of wrongdoings and whatnot. So I think once a freaking year, we can vent for a couple of hours and defend ourselves with the receipts. And I think people need to be aware of what is going on behind the scenes so that they can reach an informed decision when they listen to YouTubers in terms of what they want to believe and what they do not want to believe, who they find credible and who they don't find credible, so on and so forth. So, like I said in the beginning, it's easy to silence people when you use other people's platforms to, talk shit, basically, and then turn around and cry that you're being harassed and bullied because you're being corrected on the shit that you're getting wrong, like really wrong. Give me a break, for real.
And I'd like this to one day be like, because this has been continuous. As you can see, it's been
I'm so over
a year. And
so over it.
As you could see in Save Robbie's live, it doesn't seem like she's going to slow down with this anytime soon. So
No.
I'd like to, get this all out there, say my piece, our piece, put everything out there. And then if she does it again, come look at this video. That's all I can give you. And I just want to be done with all of this.
Exactly. And she also has gone, gosh, I'm trying to find. All right. So I'm going to play another video now. This is from Molly Golightly's live, actually. So we're
Please
just
don't
going to go.
strike us.
Yeah, this is for commentary. We're just going to go claim by claim and just basically break it down, I guess. So this is this one's graphic, apparently. So
personal friends on here.
Yep.
That do believe that Shanann hurt them. What do you think of that?
No, I can tell you right now without a shadow of a doubt. And the reason I can tell you that is 100%, neither Chris nor Shanann killed Bella. That girl, little girl, she fought hard. She bit through her tongue 3 times and her frenulum, but yet Shanann nor Chris have any defense wounds on their hands. So that's right there. Shanann never touched those babies. Not that I ever thought she would, but right there tells you if Shanann did, because it wasn't a blanket and it wasn't strangulation, what I assume it is hand over their little nose and mouth. So, like I said, Bella fought for her little life. but yet Shanann has no marks on her hands, and neither does Chris.
Yeah, so what do you say about that?
I don't know. I think that's just ridiculous. I feel, for me, what's most upsetting is I know that she's saying that stuff to Cindy. And I don't know. It's not fact. That's not fact. She leaves me speechless with her facts.
Mm-hmm. And we just heard her say that Shanann didn't this and that. So I'm gonna just open something. Let's see. All right. Share screen. This is, oh God, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. All right. Oh wait, see, that's the wrong one. I wish we had like Jeopardy music or something. All right. Here we go. So this is, let me just orient myself. So this is in her group, and she is posting about Shanann. Oh shit. She's saying basically that Shanann could possibly have a mental illness because she was drugged. Okay, let me just read it. Sadly, sometimes there could be a mental illness issue due to possibly postpartum or something like that, where you love them too much. She drugged them with Tylenol and Benadryl every single day, even on the weekends in the afternoon for their knobs. She did love her children and she did take care of them. However, we become a product of our environment. I don't believe she intentionally meant to hurt your children, her children. But I feel that if she was ill or the children, that is when she would get sympathetic attention. So basically, she's saying that Shanann has a mental illness. And continuing on, absolutely, like it or not, Chris and them were terrified of her, and she was terrified of Sandy. And I honestly believe she died still trying to get her mother's approval. And it's so heartbreaking. It didn't matter what she had or what she was doing. It still didn't seem to be good enough. Now, I didn't get that sense from the case, but then again, you know, Tammy is known to question people's credentials, but I would like to point out that on her channel she does what she calls therapeutic lives and claims that they are for mental health purposes, which I think is inappropriate because she's not a mental health professional, and her knowledge of mental health is just about as good as her knowledge of the Chris Watts discovery files. So what I mean by that is I'm going to play a video next of Tammy explaining to us what a brain on trauma looks like. And then we're also going to be getting a little lesson into origins of Down syndrome. So this is your educational. I'm being sarcastic, of course, because she couldn't be more wrong, but I just wanted to show you what her quote unquote scientific facts are. So that's some scammy ass science. So here we go.
And it's like people with Down syndrome, okay? There's nothing different except one of the wires wasn't connected right in the motherboard. And it's like...
Can we just hear that again? So this is a woman who is advertising her YouTube channel for mental health purposes when she doesn't have credentials. And she's telling people that Down syndrome is a wrong wire in the motherboard. So, my heart is racing.
People with Down syndrome, okay? There's nothing different except one of the wires wasn't connected right in the motherboard, the computer tower, right? So if these things got fixed when these things were happening, that paper wouldn't look like that. It would still be destroyed, but with love and support and the right people in your life. And maybe you need a piece of tape.
I almost choked on my coffee.
Go from this to this, and maybe even better.
So, did y'all hear that?
Maybe
I'm
you just need some tape.
to fix Down syndrome, and it's going to be just as new, maybe even better. So, okay, so that is the reasoning that we're dealing with here. Let's look at another one, shall we? These are fun. So God, there's so many. I don't even know which one to pick first. Let's see what this is. I love when she talks about Rourke.
His recent alignments, I think his chances of getting a trial now are slim. But that's the thing though, right? Because if I can expose Rourke and they launch an investigation into Rourke, they will then have to try this case. There will have to be a trial.
That's some high ass aspirations. Right?
For someone that doesn't even live in the same country.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I do have comments that Tammy has made again on her channel, and all over the place. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Where she talks about what do you call it? Immigration and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Oh, we have to hear this one. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna have to put these all in order again because there's just so much. I feel so overwhelmed now. It's not even funny. Have you guys ever heard of the Innocence Project? Asks Tammy.
Right. No, innocent people confess every day. That's another thing that people don't understand. It's a huge, huge thing because they've actually built a system for it called the Innocence Project. Roxy, that's enough. The Innocence Project. And they are so busy that people have to write to them 10, 20, 30 times just to get them to overlook their case. And I mean, there are lawyers they've made a career out of exonerating innocent people. Kathleen Zellner, 38 or 39 exonerees under her belt, you know, and big cases, giant cases. So, I mean, it's unreal. And Chris is not a strong personality. If you think about it, like I watch all different cases, right? Roxy.
Roxy. Okay. So these are her theories. Chris is innocent. Now she talks about leaks in the case being a gift to her. Listen to this and her theories, and this is the type of stuff that Cindy listens to on a daily basis.
There's a lot of not right in this case, because if there wasn't, this case wouldn't blow up the way it is. And to be honest, every time something negative has come out about this case, phone calls, whatnots, whatever, I've always managed to find a way to make sure it ended up being a gift for me.
So that's nice. Moving on to the next one. Let me see, which one is this? She's talking about Americans, guys. We have to see this.
Right.
Because she's going to take on the American justice system all the way from Canada. And she's going to do it with the Watts case.
Is for all Americans.
Well, she's disabled.
Not just ones you get to pick and choose, right? You have Miranda rights. You have human rights, for Christ's sakes. So even if it wasn't Chris Watts, again, this can, first and foremost, if you live in Colorado or you're thinking of moving, don't go, because you'll either get murdered or blamed for it. It's going to be one of the two. But no matter who.
Yeah. Don't go to Colorado because you're going to get murdered or you're going to get blamed for it. And then, of course, she loves to brag about being the Watts friend, despite being asked repeatedly by Jamie, as per Jamie telling me in a personal conversation that she has asked her at least 4 times to stop and that she will not stop.
Yep.
So during that time, yeah, this is what she had to say. Now, this is the same family that she's quote unquote advocating for, that she's protecting, that she's representing, that she's going to take to court. Yeah. Oh, this is a bed.
She doesn't have YouTube, so what am I blocked on? I can call her right now. You can listen to her voicemail if you want.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but people were questioning her relationship with Cindy. So she said, I could call her right now and you can listen to her voicemail if you want. I mean, who says stuff like that if you know, let me see which one's this. Looking for okay, what's this one? This is on Molly Golightly as well.
Okay, so first and foremost, I have a message.
So this is her being the spokesperson for the Watts family.
Directly from Chris and the family. Chris is This is true. He is not filing the 35C. He has stopped everything due to everybody that has used them and abused them for whatever reasons. And he doesn't want his family going through any more crap. So he's done. He's done.
Right.
Molly was like, okay.
He is done. However, I'm not done, but I'm not doing.
So did y'all hear that? She said, Chris is done. His family is done. They're done. However, I'm not done.
I'm doing this for justice for the victims. And we have, beyond a reasonable doubt, somebody else was involved. Period. That's it.
Period. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. Let me see what this clip is.
But we expect Cindy to be able to come to grips with what has happened.
I already have a headache, dude, going through all this. I need a
For the
break.
past 2 days, I've been like screenshotting and listening to this crap, and I
Yes.
seriously feel hungover. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, ugh.
I
Like,
mean,
can we just get this live over with so I don't have to listen to this anymore?
well, you know what? I am going to play something funny, though, because we are not the only ones responding to this. The true crime community it's not gone past them, and it hasn't gone past Shanann's mom. And Shanann's mom actually sent a message to Tru Tam through Mommy Ramblings, right? So I am going to play that because I found it quite amusing. I'm not sure in which order they go. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. All right. It's pretty funny.
Tam, Sandy said you could sit down, take a load off, put your feet up. You don't need to fight for the justice of Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Niko, okay? That's been done. Her family's taking care of that. If any further things need to be done, her family is on the case, okay? You don't have to worry about it, Tam. You can devote time to the other things in your life. I don't know what you do.
Hi.
I don't know what happened.
That was hilarious. Let me see what this one is. Oh yeah, this is the citizenship one. One thing that will guarantee to get you on my dark side is talking out of your behind when it comes to immigration and issues like that.
To be a citizen.
Where are we?
In my own country.
So this is Tammy being the, I guess, Canadian diplomat, and she's expressing her dislike for the immigration system. Or wait, she was talking about Quebec or something. I don't know. Either way, it didn't make sense. So let's listen.
Please tell me how that made sense to anybody in the world.
Oh,
Because I have no idea.
that makes two of us.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. No, it's nuts. And that's what I'm saying. If you don't want to be here, get the fuck out. Go somewhere else. Go build your own island. Don't come to each, you know what I'm saying? Like, why does anybody from any other country move to another country and cause so much havoc? You know, oh, you need to change this law, you need to change that law, I'm offended, it's racist, or this or that. Well, then go back to where you came from. You know what I mean? If you don't like what we believe or these things or whatever it is, like on 90 Day Fiance, okay, for instance, okay? They have a show called The Other Way, in which the American goes to the fiance's country, whichever country it may be, and they've given up their life in the States and they're going to that country for, say, let's just say China. It's right. But it's weird how the Americans are expected to follow every culture and or religion
What
of the foreign country.
What is she talking about?
But yet when they go to America, it's a totally different story. You know what I'm saying? Like the changing the words of the national anthem. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Paula, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
She's complaining about that. And then she is also simultaneously, so she's complaining about people from other countries coming into her country to tell her what's wrong with their laws. Now, I wouldn't. One second, you're gonna love this. I like StreamYard is not good with multitasking stuff, just in my defense, please. That's why this is so slow. But so is Justice. You know what? I'm just gonna open all of these bitches. I'm gonna go one by one. All right, so let's see. Now, so yeah, we're talking about changing laws, right? So here she is on Twitter, tweeting at all kinds of people saying she needs their help. An innocent man is serving time while the real murderers walk free. DA Rourke is shady and needs to be exposed, says Tammy. Then she goes on to just randomly respond to one of Michael Rourke's tweets, saying, sometimes the bigger thing is governmental. Never let a good story be ruined by the truth. Kind of like your theory won't stop until we get real justice for Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Niko. Your days are numbered.
Is that a threat?
It sounds like a
sounds
threat.
like
It sounds like a threat, I said, with my foreign ass. So now we're at a level of threatening government officials because she thinks that an innocent man is serving life sentence while the real murderers are walking. So Rourke, your days are numbered. I mean, look, guys, we all have questions. I certainly have questions, but this kind of behavior is absolutely inappropriate. Not ever, not once. I don't understand like how you can have the balls to do something like this. And not even be from this country. I'm just sickened by this. And you know what? I hope Rourke can like get a restraining order or something. Here she is again. Oh, that's not her. That was from my personal file. But this is her. Commenting on the Innocence Project, and she's saying, I'm so 3 times she says before she even gets to like what she's trying to say. So talk about narcissism. I, myself, and I, like me, myself, and Irene, like the fuck. am trying to free an innocent man from prison and get real justice for the beautiful pregnant woman and her 2 daughters because Michael Rourke, DA, refuses to do the job he's paid to do and uphold the oath he took. And then she goes on tweeting. So this is all, in all of these, she's mentioning. Now, if that's not unwanted, repeated contact, that would make it harassment, would it not? Another what if? Yeah. Another what if he didn't do it? Rourke, not upholding the oath he took, a mistress with way more evidence than the accused. And the list goes on. And then she goes on to tag Zellner Law. Make no wonder exonerations are your specialty. Truth always comes out. Chris Watts was sentenced to 5 life sentences for murdering his family, but what if he didn't do it? So these are the type of people that are in Cindy Watts's life and who are filling Cindy Watts's head every single day with these crazy theories. And anyone who comes armed with the facts or with the truth, they get it. They get it from her. Like Mama Bear has been getting it from her for the last year, even over a year. And she keeps going on about how we harass her and we bully her and we're this and that. When, girlfriend, like, we don't, girl.
Yep. I haven't harassed her. If I go into like our messenger, it says, is there a reason that you blocked me from your group?
Pulling that
and
out
then
there.
it's instantly she blocked me.
Mhm.
While at the same time telling you that she was going to reach out to me and talk to me about why she blocked me.
Mhm.
That famous all I ever did was block her from my group.
Yeah. So here she is on Tanya's live.
Again, I won't even,
Again bitching about us.
Okay, so this live was going on for a while.
Go ahead.
Until someone in the chat, until someone in the chat said, "Oh, it's Dr. B's birthday," and there was nothing, and so yeah. Roll
So
the
then
tapes.
that's what triggered her. That's what triggered her. Okay, let's go.
It's like I know for a fact somebody reached out to Cindy the other day at the exact same time they were posting a message on NK's best friend Jim's Facebook. Really? But yet we're offering Cindy a victim witness person. Well,
This is
you had her number for this long, but you're just gonna offer her this help now? Seems kind of shady.
So she's talking about our caffeine Q. I take a lot of
Go ahead. Tell it.
So our lovely caffeine Q, she is, I don't want to butcher it, she is a certified victims advocate. She has her bachelor's in, help me out here, what does she have? Bachelor's in
social work?
Social work? Please correct us, Caffeine. She's smart as shit. I love her.
Education.
Yeah.
She has a master's in education, right? Oh God, this is bad.
We're gonna be blocked after that.
She's gonna block us. She is our block queen. Her block list is longer than the Chinese voting ballots.
Yeah.
Oh
She's about to run out of room. So Caffeine Q was pretty new to the case because don't forget this is months ago that Tammy is saying this stuff. So Caffeine Q came in after the Lifetime movie. She started off in a couple of groups and ended up in our group, thank God. Yeah, Jen. Okay, so this is what Tammy is talking about, because as we build a friendship with Caffeine, she kind of came forward, and as she was learning about that the Watts were not really treated as victims at all by Weld County, and they were failed by Weld County, and so Caffeine Q offered her assistance and said, look, if there's anything that I can do to help you get any of these reimbursements or anything like that, like, just let me know. Like, I can help you with this. So this was, I believe you reached out to Cindy and said, Cindy, I have a lady that is willing to help you if you need it. And so we know this, where Tammy thinks that she's being very sly because we don't tell anybody. We've never publicly broadcasted anything that we were doing or helping, or so she knows that it's going to get a rouse out of us. Yeah.
And another thing is, because she doesn't know who all was in contact with Cindy or who talked with Cindy, you know, a lot of the conversations that she's had with Cindy's had with Caffeine, with myself. So we've already heard those stories. But if you hear Tammy tell them, she tells them wrong, and she tells them wrong on purpose. So she misrepresents what Cindy says. She misrepresents what Cindy thinks, what she feels. I mean, this is about the worst spokesperson that you could ever want for yourself. And again, I will mention again that the family has asked her specifically multiple times to stop contacting them, to stop calling them. And she continued to do that despite being asked multiple times, to the point where she flipped on Jamie and was telling Cindy that she's worried that Jamie's around me. And remember, Allie, like something
she said
ridiculous.
that she told Cindy that Jamie was trying to silence Cindy herself. She said, your daughter is trying to
silence you.
She's trying to take away your voice or something stupid. I don't even know.
Her own daughter, for her own. So, because Jamie was asking Tammy to stop contacting Cindy Watts. Thank you, not your mama. Yeah, she told, yeah. So then, sorry if you can hear this loud ass vehicle. So then she goes on to, but remember, we've heard before on Robbie, on Save Robbie, she said that Allie's her abuser. Okay. Allie doesn't have a YouTube channel. Allie doesn't have a Facebook group where she goes live and on a regular basis. So basically what I'm saying is I challenge Tru Tam to gather up her receipts, just like we did tonight, and show it on her channel or wherever she wants of this so-called abuse, because you ain't gonna find it, girl. But here's what we found.
But like I said, I love the block button. So maybe I have to unblock her to get her in alive to then block her.
She's talking about Allie, Mama Bear.
Because I have her blocked on YouTube. So that's why I didn't see that she was here saying anything until I saw Faith say something about at Mama Bear. And I'm like, whoa, what is she doing here? Not welcome.
Yeah, so.
And that's all they do. They just come in to start bullshit. You're behind on them? Oh.
So you just heard her say how she blocked Mama Bear, right? But in Save Robbie's chat the other day, she's saying, come on my YouTube. Why isn't she commenting on my YouTube? Right?
But, and I did. Because nobody can see it.
She's actually the butt plug to another YouTube creator who doesn't like me for some weird reason. I don't know why. I've never done anything to her, but yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It does go in politicians' pockets. That's right. And not that I ever think that this channel would be monetized. Yeah, that's Ali Flaro.
Oh.
I've nicknamed her butt plug to Dr. B.
Hi, butt plug.
Hi.
Just because she's so far up her ass. They have absolutely no reason to trash me or shit talk me or anything else. They have nothing.
She says we have absolutely no reason to trash talk her after she just called you a butt plug. Yeah.
And then puts my full name on her YouTube channel.
And then cries on other channels about how she's being harassed, blah, blah, blah. And look, here's another one. We all know Critical K. You either love her, you hate her, or both, whatever. But I have mad respect for her. She does a great job. She is very intelligent. I don't agree with everything that she says. Sometimes she makes me crazy. When she says something like the immigration thing. But I respect the work that she does and the thought that she puts into her work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's what Tammy has to say about Critical K.
Of God, for me, that night, if I could have literally went through my TV and grabbed her by her mouth, I would have. I would have pulled Kay's tongue right out of her head. I'm sorry. You're nothing more than a schoolyard bully. That's all you are, and you managed to get a channel out of it by screwing others over.
That's her advocating for her friend Cindy, whom she cares so much about.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is.
In that interview, she states that she doesn't have an Apple phone, an iPhone. She does not have one. She doesn't know how to work them. But on the video
This is about
footage of her
Nicole
coming out
Atkinson.
Tuesday, so that the dogs can go in the house for scents. Why is Nicole Atkinson wearing Shanann's pink missing Apple Watch?
Okay, why is she wearing it, Tammy? The hell? Like, she's not wearing Shanann's Apple Watch. Look, okay. I'm barely like even scratching the surface. So this is going to be a two-parter. I can already see it. but I do want to play a little bit of, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm looking through. Okay. So let's see what this is. I don't know. I tried to make a presentation earlier. As you know, this has been giving me a headache for days now.
Yeah.
All right.
But why does it matter? True. It's like I know for a fact somebody reached out to say.
Oh, we saw this. I think these are all of them.
Whoa, what is she doing here?
Oh, that's the butt plug one, right?
She's
Yeah, well, there's a
actually
couple of
plug
those.
to another YouTube creator who
Yeah.
that's right. And not that I ever think that this channel would be monetized. Yeah, that's Ali Flaro. I've nicknamed her butt plug to Dr. B.
Bitches just love our names.
Yeah.
Just because she's so far.
But I'm the abuser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the abuser. Keep that in mind.
Because let me tell you, I have tried everything to make it look like Chris did this. Sure. And I can't.
Poor Tommy.
I have a list that I wanted. Right. No, innocent people confess every day. That's another thing that people don't understand. It's a huge, huge thing.
Oh, that's the Innocence Project.
Because they've actually built personality. If you think about it, like I watch all different cases.
No, you don't. Shut up. All right. Well, anyway, you guys, there's a lot. So okay, let me slow down. All right. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to look at chat now and take a break from looking at my screen. And I need to take a breather. This is too much at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not be rude. Like we don't, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I mean,
I want to expose her behavior, not personal stuff. I've never attacked her personally. I've never gone after anything like that. This will definitely need to be a two-part.
It does. Because, as we're going through this, it started coming together for me in terms of how to put it together. So I think I have a better, I have a better format in mind now of how to put it together. So next time, like when we do part 2, we're going to go deeper into it because I've done some additional digging as well. And I've reached out to several people who were attacked by Tammy for their comments. So we'll be sharing those as well. And really, guys, like this is not just to talk trash about Tammy. No, like I said in the beginning, this is number 1 for Mama Bear. She has every right to defend herself and her character after a year of having her name in this woman's mouth nonstop. And secondly, because the stuff that she's talking about in the discovery and her facts that Chris is innocent, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And to think, just the thought that this woman is going around social media saying that she is a friend of the Watts and not this crazy person who's just going around betraying people. And she's so concerned about what did she say, Allie? She said that she's the only one who's not betrayed the Watts, right? That's what she's saying.
She's the only one that has not
Thank you
betrayed the
for-
Watts.
Mhm.
Although, yeah, she put Cindy Watts on speakerphone one time while she was on a live, either in her group or on her personal page, without Cindy's knowledge, even, because people in her group were questioning if she was talking to Cindy. So yeah, I guess she felt that was appropriate to do, to not betray them.
Yeah, to put them. I'm sorry, to put them on a live without their knowledge.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And even offered to call her phone on another live. Yeah, it's just, I'm tired of this woman going around to basically every single channel and causing this ruckus and destruction. And yeah, we've barely even scratched the surface of the digs that she has taken at us, that we know that's at us. And if anybody would like to say we should try to talk to Tammy, I believe that we're going to link that live where we invited Tammy to come up and address her concerns with you after she accused you of, was it forging documents or some crap?
That I was stealing. This was during oh my God, this is like giving me a flashback. This is back when we were going to Colorado. We were going to get the discovery from Frederick PD themselves because, they whatever. We already know because that's also been well documented. So she was basically accusing me of stealing, and she discovered the world of AD's trolls and their videos, and then she was going around. Oh my God, one of the things she said, I'm a victim of Dr. B. Like, girl.
Dr. B and her goons. Her goons are coming after me.
Look.
And it's always been, the thing with Tammy is it's always been, no matter how far, like, we're only at the year mark now that I've even came in contact with her. But you can go back 6 months and it will be, Allie's been harassing and stalking and slandering me for a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a year. Like, I'm just done with it. I'm so done with it. And then you're going to sit there and comment on and no, you don't go to the people that made videos with my kid in them. You don't do that. You don't, and then say, I've never done anything to them. I don't know why they don't want to work with me. I'm not the one who blocked, like, it's all such nonsense. And you know what? I hope she is listening tonight.
Of course
I really
she is.
do. Because, yeah, I'm prepared to put out every single conversation I've had with her, every interaction of her on lives, and she does these lives on people's YouTube channels and then goes into her Facebook groups and does other lives, and you can just see it on her face how giddy she is that she caused all this chaos on this person's live. And I'm just, no, it's, I don't have the patience for it anymore. She keeps saying that she's called the police on me. At this point, I don't think she has, considering we're in the same police force, and they've never contacted me yet. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's exhausting. Caffeine Q says, she said I was also bullying her. I told Tammy to show the screenshots of me bullying her or shut up. I've never bullied her, and I'm sick of her going from platform to platform lying. That's true. I mean, she's accusing Caffeine of bullying her, which it's absolutely, I mean, we all love Caffeine Q. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think for me, like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her having my damn name in her mouth, is what I'm really tired of. But she can call me butt plug. She can say whatever she wants about me.
I have screenshots of trauma and true crime. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have screenshots of trauma and true crime dealing with Tru Tam too. More specifically, she was saying
I'm looking for them now.
that yeah, that she was going to utilize Molly Golightly's platform and put this creator on blast for bullying her whenever you don't believe in her science, because and I've seen a couple questions of why people say science, because that's what she calls it.
Oh,
she calls her work science, and she can scientifically prove that Chris is innocent.
What you mean, hey? There you go.
There we go.
Yes, to call you out. Wait, I'm looking for it. I'm sorry for the graphic. Sorry for the graphic nature of the text, but yeah. She can scientifically prove Chris couldn't have done this alone, but even though he's innocent.
Yep.
So she's saying that not only is Chris innocent, but Shanann was killed on Tuesday. And that is, in the words of Agent Kopeck. Yeah, so that's the science part, but let me find where she's calling people out. Where found it.
Yeah, like it goes deep. Like we have messages from people that I don't know if I'll put those out yet, but I will if I need to.
Yeah, we give nothing.
Yeah, no. A lot of people have been, coming forward and saying I'm sorry for all the crap and all the messages and basically trolling that I've done to stand up for Tammy, but I've come to realize that she was lying, or she was deceiving us, or I don't know.
Here she's throwing shade at the Rusaks too, and then bitches about being told to sit down by Sandy, which I gotta give it to you. Sandy has told me to sit down before too, but I object to that still. I believe it was unfounded objection, but this one was fully warranted, and I believe it warranted much more than just sit down. This was literally 6 days ago, whatever it says. This is recent. I mean,
Yeah, they're pretty recent, within the last week or week and a half.
Trauma and true crime, if you would like to come up on panel and tell us your experience. I've seen you around relatively, like, for a short period of time, and you've already been introduced to Tru Tam, so seems to be our mutual experience for everybody. How did she end up on Molly Golightly? Like, who refers her? Is there a bulletin board?
I don't know. Well, maybe she reached out like she did with you. I have no idea. Yeah. And I'd like to point out, we've tried, even speaking privately with Tammy.
Oh yeah,
So that was such a ridiculous phone call.
Yeah.
Where she was interrogating me. She was going to interrogate me. So we did touch on that, about how we were going to have a call, and we did. Oh, we did.
Oh, we had a call.
She, true Tammy fashion, she had to tell me exactly how and why I'm the abuser and I'm in the wrong. I don't know. I tried to speak with her. I talk in the same tone every single time. It may just get louder. She didn't want to hear what I had to say. And what happened, Natasha? What did she do when she got out everything that she wanted to spew out?
She hung up.
Ah, right.
She hung up. Yeah.
She didn't care what I had to say.
That's what I mean. She mutes. She mutes. She gets out what she needs to get out, and she doesn't let anybody talk. And she just shuts you down. And when she's done saying what she wants to say, she hangs up.
Mm-hmm.
And then goes around saying how it's your fault. Can we just a quick shout out to Jewels of Thought. Go ahead, Mama Bear.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, that's fine. Okay, so she hangs up on, but she forgot that there was a couple of our mods still in this Watts task force chat messenger thing, whatever you call it. And so after she hung up, she went in that chat and was telling everyone in there that she was just attacked on a phone call.
Oh.
So, and then she realized, like, shit, there's some of these people in here. She had to block them all. Like, it wasn't even they stayed neutral this whole time. They never said anything to Tammy. They never did anything to her. But then as soon as she was like, ah, shit, these people are gonna know I'm lying, they got the boot.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, but yeah, she was attacked. I attacked her on that call. I barely got 2 words out, but I attacked her, and half of it was her saying that I'm a stalker and abuser and harasser of of Jamie, and at this point, I'm like, shit, I talk to Jamie all the time. Like, we were
Well, let me
talking to
tell you
her at
something.
that point about the victim advocacy stuff. So at
Mhm.
this point, Jamie and I are in a good standing relationship. We have a lot of respect for each other.
Look,
It's
let me tell you
it's
something. She can say whatever she wants, and this is just my personal opinion, like just my observation. So sorry if I like am making you feel uncomfortable right now, but I truly think that if it wasn't for you, like Jamie would be God knows where. So I don't know, and
yeah.
not in like a mushy way, like this woman, but in a way where you called Jamie out. I mean, and anyone who knows Mama Bear knows what I mean, that she doesn't sugarcoat it around. She's not different towards Jamie, towards Tammy, towards me. She is who she is. And it just seems to bother Tammy that she has to be this fake person all the time. And, then you have people like Mama Bear walking around who effortlessly and without having to weave webs of lies. I think this is a food that I didn't order. So I'll be right back. So yeah, if you could just pick up from here just for a second.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna read out Jewels of Thoughts message here that you got up on the screen because I think it's fantastic. Hey, Tru Tam, screw you, lady. Every woman in America wants a friend like Nicole Atkinson. Leave that woman alone, you nutter. Epic. Epic. Good way to say it the way it is. It's like I said, it's upsetting for me to know that she has wormed her way into Cindy's life, pretending to be a friend, and every chance that she gets to go on a live, whether it be her own platform, her private group, anybody else's platform, she needs to advertise the fact that she is talking to Cindy, and everything. Like, it's just, it's too much. And to know that Cindy is trying to heal. I've never spoken to her personally. I don't feel like there's any need or reason for me to speak to her. I would give her my condolences, but I take issue, I think, with people with zero qualifications coming in to any victim and pretending like they're going to solve all of your life problems, be the hero, be their savior, what have you. I've said it flat out to Jamie many times. I will never share screenshots of personal conversations that we've had, any photos, anything like that. I won't. I won't share them, even if she decides one day, like, I need to cut off everybody that's attached to this case. I would wish her the best of luck and all the healing and all the love, and let her go. And it's people that I feel like Tru Tam is, she's not capable of letting somebody go, even if she is toxic to them and not good for their own. It would be about her and how she is going to save them and everything else. And I've tried to warn
Oh
Jamie
God.
that this is not, normal behavior. Like, this woman has zero qualifications to help you. I have zero qualifications to help you. I will never pretend to solve any of your problems. If you need help looking something up, or getting proper paperwork and stuff, like, I'm willing to help when and where I can. But other than that, like, I can
Boundaries.
offer you friendship. And that's about it. Yeah, boundaries. I'm
Look,
not.
I don't know if Trauma and True Crime saw the lecture that Tru Tam gave us on trauma and the brain. So I'm going to replay that one just because that's something that
It's a
for
small
me.
tape.
So just a moment of silence.
And it's like people with Down syndrome, okay? There's nothing different except one of the wires wasn't connected right in the motherboard, the computer tower, right? So if these things got fixed when these things were happening, that paper wouldn't look like that. It would still be destroyed, but with love and support and the right people in your life. Maybe you need a piece of tape, but you can go from this to this, and maybe even better.
Yes. So that would be the lesson on trauma and Down syndrome. Bobby's asking, he or she, they are lost in this saga. Are y'all mad because she has personal issues or because she has an unpopular opinion? Both. I think she's making it both. Like, look at her hair. It's 2 different colors. Like, like she just screams like I'm about to stir shit up. Like, So when she comes into your life, like, you can't help but not have that personal part in it because she done made it personal. So
Yeah, and like, yeah, we barely even scratched the surface
hi
of
Dave,
the
welcome.
lives that she jumped on and jumped on and jumped on. Or is in the chats,
Like Mia's live, we haven't even gone there because Mia's live is gonna take like a little bit to unpack because
yeah,
she had
that's
me
the live
seeing
that she
red.
says on Robbie.
She had
Yeah,
me
that's.
seeing red. Girlfriends.
Oh yeah, that was the first
boyfriends.
live on Mia, and I love Mia. I love her. It's it's really, it was really telling when after that live that had, I think, all of us seeing red. I truly believe that Mia was used on that live, and
absolutely.
she was completely blindsided by
It was
what Tammy was saying, and she made an apology video. She didn't just say I'm sorry. She made a whole ass video apologizing to you and apologizing to us, and she really went above to say, like, she was mortified essentially that Tammy did this on, and she was like, I don't know what's happening right now, like, and you can tell, like, she doesn't know just what was Tammy saying? Oh, well, there's fake doctors and Dr. BS and all this
She was
stuff.
calling me Dr. Bullshit on Mia's live, saying that I was stealing money, that she has the unredacted file, and that she has proof that I'm lying, that she has proof in an email from Frederick Police Department. And she was saying this on a live where Mia doesn't do drama. And she completely caught Mia off guard. She used her. She exploited Mia's platform to do this, knowing damn well that we would be silenced. Like
You know what? You remember how she got on Mia's platform? That's the live. That's the live that Tammy went in. I believe it was on Tanya's channel. Remember, and she changed her name to True Crime Fanatic.
Oh my
And
gosh, she self-referred herself.
yes, so what she did was she had a live. She had a live with Tanya and Voices, and it was actually a decent live. Like, we watched all of them. I haven't missed an episode of Tanya's videos because who doesn't love Tanya?
I know.
And Tammy accused Tanya of setting Tammy up in some sort of trap. Remember, because everybody knows that Tanya believes that NK is innocent. If you haven't got her book, No Inclination, she basically wrote it the way that she feels in her heart that things may have happened, or she really does give the victims a voice. But she accused her of setting up Tammy for whatever reason. I don't even know. And then Tammy went back into her live after she changed her name to True Crime Fanatic and was saying, what are you going to do to get Tammy back? What are you going to do to do all this other stuff? And then it's like, Mia, you should have Tru Tam on. So in the live, it says True Crime Fanatic because Tanya put that comment, some of Tammy's comments up on the screen, and so it had the exact same picture. She didn't even change the picture; it was the exact same, but she had only changed the name. So when we went back and rewatched the live, I don't think she was aware that the name would also change back in the comments. So you can actually see it where on the screen it says True Crime Fanatic. Oh, but there we go. And then Tru Tam. Mia, you should have Tru Tam on. So now we see this, and then Tammy gets on live with Mia and pulls this shit. So of course we were like, what is happening? Like, she's been doing this on Tanya's, and now she's doing it on me. Oh my god, I was so just irritated. It's just nonsense. Like, and then the next day, actually, you had a live with Tanya, and I remember you said right in the beginning of it, like, I'm not going to utilize your platform. I have my own platform. If Tammy wants to talk about it, what am I missing?
The comments are funny. I'm sorry.
I can't because I get so distracted.
Thank you. See, like, a lot of people remember this. And like, it's so frustrating that this woman is going around now. It's 2021. Tammy, we're in the middle of a goddamn pandemic for a whole year. Going crazy. Isolation is like self-destructive for the mind. And if we don't focus on being together, like, Oh my God, this woman makes my brain
Yeah.
scramble. Anyway, sorry.
That's
Like,
fine.
you have other things to worry about than Rourke and Chris Watts. And Shanann's mother told you she does not want you to fight for her daughter or her children. She's got this.
Yep.
Move
Take a seat.
on.
Yeah. What did
Chris fucking Watts said, I'm done. And you say, what? He can
I'm
be
not.
done, but I'm not done. Like, nobody asked you. Take several seats.
Yeah. She oh my God. Yeah,
She was,
so
God, sorry, I'm getting triggered because I'm watching
no, that's fine. I'm
from
getting
all the
triggered too.
lives that I've been watching. She was sitting there having people sitting on this live talking about she's going to break down the first court appearance, right, for these people. And right from the jump, she's breaking down a first court appearance. I want to ask her right now. I know she's listening. She's blocked. She can't comment. And no, I'm not going to unblock her because, yes, she is silenced and I don't care. She
has said enough. It's been a
more
year.
than enough. More than enough.
She has had, you know what? She can go on her own platform and
I would exactly
spew whatever she wants.
I would like to ask. I would just like for her to answer me one question. I need her to tell me what a preliminary hearing is, and of course, you know she's not here to answer that because she's gonna check the Googles, and then she's gonna learn about it, and then when you learn about it, Tru Tam, then I would refer you back to your live where you break down the first appearance and re-listen to what you're saying and then come back and tell me how dumb you must feel for wasting 5 hours of these people's lives breaking down a first appearance.
Yeah.
And Christopher Watts waived his preliminary hearing. So you're wasting people's times and you're wasting. Oh my God. I don't even know.
Yeah.
What was I looking for? I got on a
And this
rant.
is not the live that she is speaking of when on Robbie's live, where she says that I called in on Mia's live and screamed and screamed and screamed at her.
Oh my God.
Which is ridiculous. Have you ever heard me scream?
Never. For real.
Like, and I get fired up, but I don't scream. I don't scream at anybody.
Okay, we have to play a little bit of the Molly Golightly, but go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna pull it up.
That's fine. See, now it's going.
Damn it! I did.
Yeah, sorry. This is not the live where she says that I called in and screamed at her. This was another live that she did after the jail phone calls or whatever was leaked that ended up being such a blessing for Tammy somehow. But she was implicating Anna as being the one that recorded the calls and everything. And I believe what she said was God exposed Anna for the Jezebel that she is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting in Mia's chat as a mod, actually, saying like, Mia, like, and I know that while Mia is live, she's not watching Jay's live that was currently on, where Jay was talking about it and saying like, yeah, I was on that call. It was a Skype. Like, she was going into detail about how she
was taking responsibility for it.
Yeah, so, and she's sitting there and she's telling me, Allie, you stop. You don't even know. How could Jay do it? She couldn't understand how Jay could have recorded the call. So since she couldn't understand it, that means it didn't happen. It must have been Anna. And at this time, we're in contact with Unmasked. They're girls. We love them. And everyone knows that they're close with Anna. And so we were hearing through being close with them that just in that short amount of time that those calls got released, before anybody knew that Jay recorded them, it did. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was like, did Anna record these? Like, what is happening here?
I asked Anna myself because I like to go to the source myself, and I asked her myself, like, what is going on with these calls? And she said, what are you talking about? She didn't even know. Like, she found out at the same time we all did, and she was mortified. Mortified.
Yeah, she was upset. And not only that, other people were upset. And she was getting death threats already, like quickly getting death threats. And, she has a young child also, and it was just craziness. So I'm in, because Jay let this go on for a little bit, right? Like, she didn't come out right away when the calls were released that it was her. She let it go for a couple days, and we could see what was happening. And then I see Tammy up there saying, like, it takes a special kind of somebody to gain the trust and all this and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, of course I'm going to click the link and call in and tell her that she's freaking wrong. But that's me, the abuser.
So this is on
Back when
Molly.
I was so scared when you were stuck at the hotel.
Well,
Here she's kissing
I
up
have
to
the
Molly. I'm just
unredacted
gonna.
files.
Oh, perfect.
Everybody that has used them and abused them for whatever reasons, and he doesn't want his family going through any more crap, so he's done. He's done.
Really? Okay.
He is done. However, I'm not done, but I'm not doing this for Chris. I'm doing this for justice for the victims. And we have, beyond a reasonable doubt, somebody else was involved. Period. That's it.
Was it that bitch? Was it that bitch?
I don't know. It could be anybody, but the fact of the matter is they need to start an investigation, because why is the Watts garage door opening at 9 a.m. and 12:42 p.m.? And they're going to argue and say, no, it didn't open at 9. But yes, I have the unredacted files. And yes, it did open at 9 a.m.
Okay, remember that. Remember what she said about the unredacted files. I'm going to let this play. Stella's calling me. So I don't know if you can hear her.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be right back. But let's listen to her facts. This is the scientific proof, which we're going to debunk.
As well as 12:42 p.m., the garage door opened. It was on Shanann's phone and Chris's phone and the Vivint data. You cannot debate the science because it is what it is. Chris apparently was almost 2 hours away with his dead family. So who's opening those doors? And everybody should want that question answered. End of story. And I've told a million times, and I said, you can go all the way back to my very first video on my Facebook group, and I will tell you, I'm doing this for justice for the victims, period. So there's no reason for people to dislike me or hate me, because like I said, Chris isn't doing shit now. He's not doing a thing. But whoever else was involved needs to be brought to justice. End of story. District Attorney Michael Rourke, he needs to keep his oath. Do your job and protect the people of Colorado. Like I said, that is proof that nobody can debate. Somebody was in that house. Who and why?
So, what are your thoughts? Who do you think was at the house?
Oh, I know who I think was in the house, but
Tell
I
me
don't
who
know
you
if it is them. But whoever them is, them wore blue gloves, and there's 2 of them that were tested, which Chris wouldn't wear gloves in his own house. The basement door alert. Chris is out in the truck when the basement opens, and then he pulls away, and it tells him the garage door didn't close when he knows he closed it, according to him. We've got the Starbucks cup in the garbage, and then we got the fingerprints and the footprint on the garbage bag. The garbage bag and the garage door opening with nobody supposed to have been there proves beyond a reasonable doubt somebody was in that house. The day of the murders, the morning of the murders. And that person and anybody else that was involved, whether they were planting evidence or taking evidence or whatever it is they were doing, you can't debate the alerts. Someone was in that house when Chris was an hour and a half away. That garage door opened 2 times. We know where Chris was because he's got a geotab.
Where was he an hour and a half away?
He was by that point, he was at Survey 1020 or 1010, one of those 2.
Okay, and that's his work.
Yep.
Okay, getting rid of his family.
Yep.
Okay, so
this is what we're led to believe, which is fine. Either way. But somebody was in that house while he was an hour and a half away with his
Can I ask you the obvious question?
Yep.
You said that he doesn't want to put his family through any more of the BS.
Right.
I've noticed, well, then why doesn't he just say who the hell was with him and who was a part of it?
Maybe he has. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he doesn't know. But like I said, this isn't about Chris. But all the truth is going to come out in the trial with the investigation of who was opening that garage door, who wore the blue gloves, and who touched that bag that his wife was stuffed into. Because they don't match him and they don't match Shanann.
All right. So let me pull out my spreadsheet and let's go through this bitch.
I don't know how far up I am in the chat. While that was playing, I was just kind of scrolling, and I just wanted to address mic dropping. You said that this is a Mean
Of
Girls
course she
Club.
did. Look, she's right there up on Molly Golightly's screen. Of course she's there.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
no offense
Sorry,
here,
mic
mic
drop.
dropping. I
Please
didn't
go.
mean to, but this is not a Mean Girls Club. Okay, you said that you were hoping that Tammy could be here to defend herself. No, this live is about me defending myself.
Amen.
And the crap that that she has been doing for a year now. Okay. If you would like to hear what Tammy has to say, you're free to join her group. You're free to go to her page. You're free to go on other people's page where she talks about us and everything else. So no, this isn't a Mean Girls Club. This is a club where people have had enough of this kind of garbage. Okay. Yeah, please don't be calling us Mean Girls Club in the chat or yeah.
Okay, let me find this goddamn timeline again.
And before we end this live, because I do not want it to wait until part 2, can we please play where Tammy says that she's going to burn down the courthouse?
Where is that one? Did you find it?
Yeah, I did. I can resend it.
Yeah, please. You found it.
Of course I found it. I've been feeling like I've been in a constant hangover for the past 2 days.
I'm telling you. the trial that she's going to bring about, my soul's captain, because she is going to. Let me play it again. Hold on, people need to see what trial we're talking about.
His recent alignments, I think his chances of getting a trial now are slim. But that's the thing, though, right? Because if I can expose Rourke and they launch an investigation into Rourke, they will then have to try this case. There will have to be a trial.
That trial. Are you scrolling?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Oh, Sam is
Okay.
leaving. Good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam. It's 4 a.m, girl. Get some sleep.
Hold on, let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do this without getting myself kicked off.
Oh gosh. Ah, freak. Hold on. Why am I talking like this? Can I just share? Maybe not. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like, oh, Stella. I thought we just.
Stella.
Here we go.
Better now than what they were an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. I know I do hear, and I do hear. Oh, and if you're watching, I'd like to say hi to my #1 fan, Mama Bear, because I know she watches. So I just want to say hi. In case anybody missed it, it's Mama Bear, aka Ali Flaro, aka Ali Roo. Yeah, my #1 fan.
What's up with that? So that would be you, the abuser, right?
The butt plug. The butt plug abuser.
I think I would make an amazing mediator between the two families. Okay? I'm just that person.
Yeah. Look at she can't even believe what she just said. Look at the look on her face.
She's like, I just said that. Where's Gray? Not Gray. Chase Hughes. Please. We need his behavioral analysis body thing.
Thing about the call, like it was a pretty fucking see you next Tuesday move, because it could cause Chris to lose his phone privileges. And if it does, I'm telling you, I will light the courthouse on fire. Somehow.
Let's do that again.
The good thing about the call, like it was a pretty fucking see you next Tuesday move, because it could cause Chris to lose his phone privileges.
Chug.
And if it does, I'm telling you, I will light the courthouse on fire. Somehow.
Somehow. I think this is beyond.
It does sound like terroristic threats.
It
Essentially.
does.
His days are numbered, according to Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there she is. I'm sorry.
This is from me.
Oh, good. My biggest fan.
Yes, so this is one that she references on Robbie. Mia, I'm sorry to play these. I did try to crop you out the best I could.
Mhm.
I just want to be clear that it was not Anna who released that call.
So how did Jay get it? Was she sitting in her living room?
Jay reported it. Jay,
How?
I don't need to explain to you how she did it,
Well, how
but
can you
she
do
is
that?
on live right now. Tammy, let me speak. She is on live right now and has even admitted to recording it and how she got the recording and that she listened in on another call before that. Okay, there's no proof
How
that
do you
Anna
do that?
released
How
it.
do you do that?
She was on the call and she hit record. It's not that hard, and you're gonna get Mia a freaking strike for implicating Anna when it wasn't.
Yeah, that's when you were abusing her.
That's when I called in and screamed and screamed and screamed at her.
I
Yeah,
don't know
same
why it
voice,
stopped.
just maybe a little bit louder, but
I don't know. It says it's longer, but it stopped like for some reason. I don't know.
well, it continues with me telling Tammy, hang up, get your facts about this call, and then you could talk about it. And she goes, "You're not the boss of me, Allie. I do have my facts right. Why don't you call Anna and ask why she's been removed?" The fuck?
Check this one out. Oh my god, these just keep getting better and better.
And she says that Shanann finally has a voice. But the funny thing is I'm her voice.
Yeah, Stella definitely didn't like that one.
Yeah.
And she says that Shanann finally has a voice. But the funny thing is I'm her voice.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's bad, guys. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. And then I'm going to close part 1 with this one, because all of this that we've seen tonight, this is what is being fed to.
Yeah, but I will not discuss the Watts case on YouTube.
Okay.
I do not want anybody, and it was even said last week when I said I talked to Cindy and Ronnie. I talk to Cindy every day.
Aww.
I just hung up with Cindy because Cindy watched a video that was put up on YouTube the other day and called me bawling.
What? Oh my
And
gosh.
so
I'm
I said,
sorry.
Cindy, I said, please do me one promise. She said, what's that? Anything. I said, please stop watching those videos.
They need to. Both families do need to stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yet she continues with her science.
With her science. Bill Nye, the science guy. Oh.
So,
God,
anyways.
she's another wormhole, but I think that part 2. So this was, let's stop this one here. And this was just getting out the
introduction to Tammy.
The
Who is Tru
foundation.
Tam?
The foundation. Because like I said, I would like to try to be, for you guys at least, to try to be objective, because we're obviously in it. We're biased. So we're presenting you with what we have, and you guys come up with your own conclusion as to Tammy's credibility, Tru Tam's credibility, and how much weight you want to put into what she's saying versus, common sense, for example. So next time we're going to go right into the facts of the case. So I already have all we call them, Stella, we call them scammy science, basically. And we're going to start with scammy science claim number 1. Nicole Atkinson and the watch. And then we'll look at all of that. So we'll go one by one. Look, this is already 3 hours. So the next one's going to be a deep dive into the case, point by point, enough to, like Jen Lou says, shut B's respiratory system down. So Stella agrees. So Mama Bear, is there anything that you didn't address that you would like to address?
No, I don't think so. I just wanted to thank everyone for being here and listening and watching this drama. But I really appreciate you giving me a place to defend myself and, counter-react these claims that I'm the abuser. Yeah, some of this stuff is from 6 months ago, but it's to show that this has been ongoing right up until just a couple days ago when she made a big scene on Save Robbie's channel, calling me her abuser, that I slander, harass, stalk, and discredit her wherever she goes. So I look forward to part 2, where we can do one big video of discrediting all of her science. And I
Stella agrees.
I do want to say that there's quite a few people that have come out of contact with Tru Tam, that we may have had our own little back and forths about, because I do understand that, like I said earlier, some of them have come forward and said that they have found out that Tammy was being deceptive with them, and they're kind of seeing with their own eyes as the time was going on that for the past year that I've been called all these things, that them even being in the mix haven't seen the proof of it, or they were lied to about things and things are exaggerated about. So I'd like to sweep all that underneath the rug. I do want to move forward. I want people to just to stop. Okay, I just want people to be able to truly get along, and I will apologize for anything that I've said. I don't want this to seem like I've never said anything to Tammy, because I have debated her. I have told her basically to sit down and shut up, especially when she's coming after us and stuff like that. But I look forward to part 2 of just moving on, get it all out there, and then I can move on. And if she wants to continue this, she can continue, and I'll just direct her to these videos. I'm not going to bring this drama onto anybody else's channel. I'm she's not going to trap me into getting up on lives to defend myself, I'm done with it. I want to, like I said, direct them to these videos and move on. And I hope at the end of the day that that hopefully somebody from the Watts family is able to see how toxic this woman is, to be so close to Cindy, knowing and hearing on KK's lives that she has a hard time accepting the things that she knows herself to be fact, because she has all these inputs and, scammy science in her ears telling her, no, you're wrong, it didn't happen like this, when it did. So that's my main thing. I want to just stand up for myself, and I want to, that's essentially it, just stand up for myself. This isn't a mean girls club.
And I think you're entitled to that. I mean, quite frankly, enough is enough, really. It's been over a year now, and enough really is enough. And I feel like we have taken the high road by not creating a big fuss about every time that she would do something or say something. But it's exhausting. And after a while, like, especially lately, like, she seems to have, like, gotten this rush of confidence where, like, she's almost feels entitled to sit up there on other people's channels, mostly, for the most part, and trash people who are not there to defend themselves. So no, like, that's it. I'm done. We are done with you, Tru Tam, and I hope that our experience teaches people something, and that it helps you form your own opinion in whatever way you form it. But it looks like in chat, I'm actually blown away that there's quite a few people in here who are relating to a lot of this and are saying they've gone through similar or even, same situations with Tru Tam. So clearly, like, this seems to be a pervasive pattern for her. And at the very beginning of this live, I read her very first message to me, where in the first sentence, she said that someone else screwed her over and stole her group from her. Right there, she came in with a chip on her shoulder, and that's right there told you, and Chase Hughes talks about first impressions. So they're not for nothing, but people do reveal themselves. So just be aware of that. Be aware, there's a meme going around quoting Freud that before you diagnose yourself with depression, just make sure that you're not actually surrounded by assholes. So the last couple of days that I've had to listen to this stuff to get all the screenshots and stuff together, I've had a nonstop migraine. So it's just a reminder that it must be miserable to be her, to live inside of that chaos. So I'm not going to enable that behavior, but I'm also not going to just sit by and let her do her thing. So this is us drawing our boundary and saying, stop.
Yep. Exactly.
So with that, thank you for listening. we're at the 3-hour mark. So we'll be back with part 2. We'll put it all together, and trauma and true crime, I will somehow get in touch with you, and we would love to hear your story. So again, thank you, everyone. And thank you, mods, everyone in chat. And yes, we'll talk to you soon. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.